Okay, so we've set up the track. We've got a hurdle section, so we've converted our dive gate into 2 hurdles. Originally it was meant to be like a hurdle, 2 hurdles in a straight, so you go up, down, but I kind of completely messed up the dimensions, so we just sort of slid it into a corner. We'll see how that's gonna go. I think it's probably not gonna be the most comfortable corner, but I mean, you know,
we should be able to get on it.
We should be able to all get on it. There's no collision points on this track, so it should be one that we can pretty safely go at our own pace. There's not too many overtaking opportunities, but I don't think it's going to be really an issue. We're really just more making sure our quads are working, making sure we're sort of settled in. So,
okay,
yeah.
Ken, what do you think? How do you think this track will actually go?
I think I'm going to struggle a little bit with this one. There's quite a lot of height changes and sort of coming down into tight turns, but I'm just going to go super easy and just see if I can.
Well, that's the way, really, isn't it? You just want to take it easy and get a feel for the track. And once you actually know the track, have it. You can
get a feel for it, find out where I can go fast and where I can't.
I reckon that first change in altitude is going to be a difficult one.
That's going to,
because you're going to do the altitude change. Because there's a gate that gets pushed down by wind, so the gate's going to drop down the start-finish gate, and then you're going to have to gain altitude and drop straight back down into a sweeping. Is it a turning tunnel?
Yeah, I'm thinking. To be honest, we could probably actually push that hurdle back, looking at it from here. It's hard to say, because we might move it. It wasn't planned to be this, so we'll see.
We blew up some quads and we needed to test it before race day.
Yes, by the rebuild.
Yeah, you built up your, which quad was you built up? You blew up?
I've blown up my line of sight quad twice in a couple weeks. The first time it was just the ESC was on its way out. The second time I decided to build a really tight stack that looked really pretty, but that also meant that because it's dampened, the flight controller can push down into the ESC, and so my flight controller hit the heatsink. It's got 2 to 6S voltage, so it's just put that straight through direct to the battery, and I've basically shorted out my battery on the quad.
So your line of sight quad is an FPV quad now to test.
Yeah, and it literally, this is the thing too, I didn't film it, I wish I did. It was literally like a ring of fire around the whole thing, which is like, it looked cool. It was very sad. I was about to cry maybe, but it did look kind of cool. But the thing is though, now the whole quad literally smells like just...
You never get rid of that smell either, do you?
Yeah, so this whole quad, every time I pick it up, I'm like, oh no, I've done something wrong, I'll blown it up. Oh wait, no.
Your mum wasn't impressed with it either, because
no, it was on the kitchen table.
She goes, something smells here. I go, that'd be your son.
Get that out of the house.
So what's the testing?
We're testing propellers, lots of 6-inch propellers, 5.5-inch. We're looking at like some new ideas for props, what direction to go in. Actually, I had this really crazy idea. Well, I've got many crazy ideas, but I had one that seemed like it could actually work. And so I discussed it with Zong, and he actually ended up making the propeller, which I didn't even realize he was going to do.
So we're going to test that, aren't we?
We're going to test that out, so it's a little bit of a secret design. We'll see how that goes. If that does work, which I think this first one's going to be not completely on the mark, but hopefully give us an idea of where it's going. It's going to be a really exciting propeller. If that if it goes in the direction I want. We'll see. I don't know. I don't really have the quad that's built around taking advantage of that prop, so it's more just getting a feel for it.
Okay, you guys are going to get my opinion now. I've just done the track. This is the track that Thomas set up. I've done probably 3 packs. Yeah, no, this imbecile. It's actually a really nice track. I'm still having trouble with the straight, but it's something I've got to work out. All in all, it seems to be flying really well. So I think I'm pretty happy with it. So it'll be interesting to see how you go with it next, and then see how Ken goes with it. It wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be. It's very flowy, which is surprising, really flowy.
It is surprisingly like...
It actually feels nice.
You flew really well.
Yeah, it feels really, really nice to fly.
You have to DVR, right?
I'll include it as an overlay to this, so you can see a bit of the DVR of my flying anyway. What it's like with the first... I'll pick either pack 1, 2 or 3, whichever one looks the best anyway, put that up for now. And then later on we'll put some of the faster packs on with Thomas and Ken and all that, and see how they go with it too. I mean, well, yeah. Anyway.
We're going to have...
We'll see how we go with this track.
Some epic battles.
Okay, Ken. You've done a few packs on the track. Your thoughts on it?
Yeah, look, it's sort of that sort of track where you have to really sort of take it easy and concentrate on getting your lines right. I must admit I am struggling a little bit with this sort of track, but yeah, it's good practice, and yeah, the sort of height changes. I've got a few tips off the pros here, so I'm gonna try and implement a couple of those ideas. But yeah, as soon as I push myself a little bit harder, that's when it all goes out the window. So I need to just slow down and concentrate on my lines today and try.
What are the parts you think you really need to work on? What do you find? Is it the elevation change? Because he's purposely put gates close, where you're forced to go low, and then you're forced to go up high, and our elevation changes are quite significant intentionally, because most race meets, they wouldn't be as high as they are here. So that's really forcing you to gain altitude and come back down again.
Yeah, that's the only part. I mean, the rest of the track,
because it messes up the rest of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I find I'm getting confidence through the slaloms, and I can, that's fine, I can do them reasonably fast, but then I'm going too fast for the bit where I should be going slow, so I get out of whack going over the hurdles, and but no, it's good to work on things that you wouldn't normally practice, but yeah, it's good.
Yep, no dramas, thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna go for a lap of the track. I've been flying it a little bit today. I've done about, what, 8 packs I think now on it, so getting a bit more comfortable with it now, really starting to post some decent lap times. It's a nice track. It's definitely a good training track. I'm not even touching full throttle really, so...
It's not harming batteries at all, is it?
No, I really thought it would actually, because I've got a couple almost hairpin corners there, and I really expect them to chew through the juice. I guess maybe because it's the undulation of the ground and the way you're sort of falling into it, you're not actually using as much power as you would if this is like complete flat terrain. So it accidentally worked out better than I thought. Even the turning hurdle, because you're turning, you can actually see more of the ground, because you've sort of, the wide angle part of your lens is pointing down, so you can really sort of lean it over and get the quad falling straight through that gate. It's actually really not that bad. Like, if you fall offline, you're done.
I think the last hurdle is what I'm having biggest dramas with.
I find... Wait, yeah, that one's not easy. The problem is you want to hit the peak to get like the apex, but then if you go a little bit before and go a bit higher, then you fall through the next bit a lot easier.
It's easy to get the timing wrong, isn't it, for that one?
It is really easy to get the timing wrong, and then if wind knocks you off or whatever. I'm sort of doing like a 12 through it, just because I'm finding it easier to keep the throttle on. The quad flies, feels a little bit more locked in, it's a bit easier. I think that'll become the fastest route in the very end, but I'm nowhere near being able to take advantage of it. I'm just sort of running through the motions now, sort of feeling it out. So I guess let's do the track. I don't know, what was that dance? Feeling it out. What is this? What is this? What am I doing? Okay, let's do some quads. Okay, this has got the F60 Pro 3s on here, and I've been really liking them. The first set I got were okay, but it turned out there was actually one motor that had issues. I'm not sure if it was an ESC that blew up the motor or something.
So the data we had was actually...
The data we had was wrong. Those were good, but they weren't like revolutionary, and they were like, oh, I don't know what's going on. So I replaced the ESC, replaced the motors, and I'm like, okay, damn, now this feels good. So, because knowing the specs on them, I knew they should have been better than what they were performing, and the F40 Pro 3s that we've got, they're performing really well. I was like, this is performing well, but it's not really where I expect it to be. Once we swap the motors, oh, it's flying amazing. I've got the 5141s on here now. I've been inspired by a few people to try them and give them another go, and I am really liking them. I think I still prefer the 5146, but on these motors, the 5141s are nice because you get that extra top speed, not extra top speed, extra RPM, so it gives you a really unique feel. Let's take it on the track. Up, blip, blip, blip. I'm just like stuttering everywhere.
And we have Ken over there too.
Kentucky.
But you're gonna do a easy fly through or whatever?
Yeah, we'll cruise. We'll see how I feel. I'm like, it's pretty early days. I don't want to destroy a quad, so I'm probably not going to go super flying lap day thing. But let's just go. See what happens. Let's see how we feel. So yeah, weather's not too bad today. It's comfortable. It's going to be like 23 degrees, I think, max. So
that's Celsius.
Pretty comfortable. Yep. That's the 12 thing I was telling you about. I'm like, I don't know if that's really helping at all, but this track's got a lot of flow to it, which I didn't anticipate. Like you can, if I go into hover, you can't really tell, but the ground is sort of drifting this way. So I think that's why it's a lot more comfortable. Oh, there's a hurdle there. That's why it's a lot more comfortable, I think, than it should be. This corner here, this is a really satisfying bit. It's a bit offline, as you can see, but when you go through it, it's really sort of flow. When you get it right, you can tell when you get it wrong because you got the line there for reference and you're like, oh, I'm way off that line. Over here, so I was saying, you can sort of, if I do that again, you can really sort of lean over, use your extra vision to get the quad tilted over a little bit and really make sure you're on line. This is a really nice track. That corner flows really well, which I didn't expect. Yeah, you can see it, just tuck it over and just fall straight in, going up here. Bit of throttle on as you go down. It's really comfortable. Yeah, beautiful track. I've got heaps of voltage left. Let's get a bit more speed going, feel it out a bit more at high speed. Oh, I messed that up completely. But yeah, it's just really comfortable. It's a nice, actually a nice cruising track where if you just want to do basic refinement, you don't want to be slamming on too much throttle because it is a bit more straight in sections. You actually do pick up a fair bit of speed even with minimal throttle. Making sure not to blow up my battery because that would be very unfortunate for a race. But yeah, these 41s too, they grip like all hell. It's so good. Oh yeah, good feeling. These are Pro 3s still really nice, really linear throttle. So for this kind of chill flying, you're sort of hanging right in a nice throttle range with these props. Probably got one more lap left and then we're gonna call it. This is really comfortable there on a day like this with this kind of throttle range, with this, I guess, atmospheric conditions. And let's land. There we go. Nice, down nice and safe. What voltage are we on? We can actually go up again. Should we finish this battery off?
Maybe another pack later on.
Another pack? Okay. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. That's the track. It actually turned out really well. I didn't know if I really spoke much of what I was blabbering, but it's really comfortable, like, when you're not sort of going full throttle crazy. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I really want to revisit this track, I think, and explore it more because today I'm just not going to push it, not before a race. Yeah, it's a really good track. I'm happy with it. Thanks for watching, guys.